Hey everyone, what's going on? And by the way, before I begin, sorry if my voice sounds kind of weird. It's kind of sore. But basically today, I'm not really going to edit this video that much or add music or anything. Well, maybe I'll add some music, I don't know. But basically, what I'm here to talk about today, and I don't really talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it now, you know? It's about a show called Steven Universe. And basically, the show is a very, very huge on Cartoon Network. There's a bunch of fans that love the show for having, a very intense story, loving characters, like great plot, great fight scenes, just like great morals and like kind of metaphors behind the scenes and everything. And basically, what's happened as of like as far as I can tell 2 days ago was that a very, very huge, major spoiler basically came out. So basically what happened was, basically on the Steven Universe podcast, Rebecca Sugar, the creator of the show, she was on the podcast kind of talking about Steven Universe. And basically, during the podcast, it showed some clips of some, as far as I can tell, it was like some past episodes, but at the same time, some new episodes. And, well, basically, what happened was one of the new episodes, from what people have told me, because I haven't seen the podcast at all, this is all coming from what I read on the internet and what people have told me. Basically, one of the new clips that they showed in the podcast showed a clip that was so big, so huge, so oh my freaking gosh, what the heck, that basically people are saying that, and again, I don't know what the spoiler is, I haven't seen the podcast, I'm not trying to, but from what people have told me, this is so big that it ruins the entirety of the Steven Universe series as a whole. Now, see, the thing is, for me, when this all happened, I was at work. And I'm glad. I'm so glad I was at work because of, see, if I wasn't at work and I saw this, oh my gosh, because, again, like, if I was not at work, I was at home, and I got, like, the notification on my phone saying that, a new podcast came out, I would have seen the podcast, and I would have been, oh my gosh, but, like, but basically, yeah, I was at work, and this came out, and I'm so glad I was at work, and when I saw this, when I was done with work, I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, what the heck is going on? Like, and, man, and for what people have told me, like, coming from, like, the Roundtable Vids, Skyward Wing, like, a bunch of people have been telling me this is, hands down, the worst clip leak, whatever you want to call it, that has ever happened in the entirety of Steven Universe as a whole. And really, I'm just here to give my opinion on this, and it's nuts. It's nuts. And if you don't know, basically, Steven Universe kind of has like a backing of like a history of having things leaked out way too soon, but never like this, never on this high of a scale, never this high before. It's always been kind of like, maybe a little bit down here, maybe, I don't know, like, but no, people are telling me it is like, whoop, up there, and it's crazy, and man. Now, in my opinion, does whatever this clip have, and you know what, before I keep going, I'm actually going to say one thing. Basically, a YouTuber called Pokey Universe, basically on his YouTube channel, he posts clips of shows and whatnot. He posted the clip of whatever this supposed leak clip was, but on the thumbnail, he basically wrote down, beyond major spoiler, go at your own risk, and for that, I do have to say thank you for that, because, dude, like, I know at some point, someone's gonna post this video up, someone very ignorant is gonna post the video up, have the thumbnail, show it right there, and when I'm, like, watching a random Steven Universe clip or whatever, I'm gonna be looking to the side on the YouTube channel, and I'm gonna see it there, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, dang it, gosh. But it hasn't happened yet, but I'm afraid to, though. But anyway, he posts the video, he posted the video on his YouTube channel, but on the thumbnail he writes, "Beyond major spoiler, go at your own risk." And in my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, because I saw this the day I found out what happened with this clip getting shown, and I was just like, wow, do I look at this? Like, I don't know, like, but basically after like a few minutes, I was like, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna click on the video, but literally, I am only gonna watch the first second. That is it. That's all I'm gonna see. Literally the first second, then I'm out. So like, click out. And basically, yeah. So I was like, okay, here we go. Click out, and from what I saw, from what I've seen, it's not the spoiler. It's not. Like, it was something I haven't seen before, but it was beyond nowhere near, and oh my gosh, what the heck? This is nuts. This is crazy. Like, no. So, whatever the spoiler was, it must have been further into that video, further into the podcast. So, I'm still clean. I'm still good. I'm not gonna see anything of that podcast. Like, literally, the only second I saw of that podcast, that's all I'm gonna see. I'm not gonna see any more of that. So unless at some point Cartoon Network, they re-revealed the podcast but take out the clips, then I'll see the podcast but not the clips. So, but yeah, but basically, anyway, back onto the whole main big topic. Is Steven Universe ruined because of the clip? Now, I'm actually going to talk about another YouTuber that I talk to sometimes on Discord. His name is Blake Pauldron, and he actually made a video. Go check it out. It's super good. I saw the video. I was like, wow, gave it a like. Really good video. And the main point he was making in that video is, guys, regardless of what we saw, we need to have context, and we don't have context. And regardless of whether or not I've seen the video or not, or regardless of whether or not I've seen the clip, we need to have context, so we don't have context. If they showed the entire episode in the podcast, then that'd be different. But no, it was literally just that clip. So whatever it was that everyone saw in that podcast of that clip, yeah, we need context. And that's the main thing. Because, like, hey, whatever was in the clip, maybe, it was some illusion or something like that. Or maybe Steven was having a dream or something. I don't know. Again, I haven't seen the podcast. I haven't seen the clip. But yeah, like, the main point he was trying to throw is that we need to have context. And we don't have context, and that's the main thing. So do I believe that Steven Universe is ruined for whoever's seen that clip? Well, again, it's kind of hard because I haven't seen the clip, but again, I honestly don't think so. You could be bummed out, you could be majorly bummed out, but at the end of the day, you need context, and we don't have context. So, yeah, like, really, this whole thing was a bummer for a lot of people that did see the leak. It kind of ruined their day, And again, I'm so glad I haven't seen the leak at all. I'm still clean. Your boy's still clean. But, yeah, like, it sucks. And I feel bad for people that did see the leak, who just saw, one day, oh, wow, a new podcast from Rebecca Sugar, the creator of Steven Universe. She made a new podcast. I'm going to go check it out. Hey, that looks cool. And then they saw the leak, or the, not really leak, but clip of something so majorly grand that it was like, oh my gosh, the show is ruined. I now know whatever that clip is, I now know that the show is going to lead up to that clip, and it's like, oh my gosh. So, yeah, I feel so bad for the people that did see the leak or the clip, and, yeah. Now, one thing I do want to say is that, basically, as to how and why the clip got shown, basically, from what I can tell, someone that works on Steven Universe, he went out on Twitter. Again, I forget his name, but basically, from what I can tell, again, I may be wrong, but from what I can tell, the guy said that basically, whoever put up the clips for that podcast was basically, he didn't care about what was brought up onto the podcast, and he kind of just put up clips without thinking about the ramifications of what could have happened by putting up the clips. And it's so freaking important that, you know, you be careful about what you put up onto a podcast. And like, so yeah, like basically, everyone that works on Steven Universe, they were not in charge of putting up the clips. It was some other guy that works in Cartoon Network. He put up the clips, and basically, as far as we can tell, he wasn't aware of the ramifications of putting up a clip that big. And all I know is that that guy's job is done. He's gone. He's gone. Cause, yeah, it's crazy. And again, one more time, basically the clips, as far as I can tell, they were not put up by the Crooniverse, or, Crooniverse. They weren't put up by them. It was some other guy that works at Cartoon Network. He was in charge of putting up the clips. He was being ignorant and not thinking of what clips he should put up without them being too spoilery, and he put up something that was so majorly big. People were going insane. And yeah, that's really all there is to this video. I feel bad for everyone that got leaked. And before I end this whole video, I guess I kind of want to just say a few words to some of the main big YouTubers that do Steven Universe and cartoon stuff that got leaked on this. So, yeah. First off is the Roundtable, Ostrich Vox. Bro, I feel for you, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. I feel for you, man. And, you know, hopefully you can still enjoy the show. And, yeah. Next, Skyward Wing. Bro, I feel for you, bro. I'm so sorry, man. You flew once before, you can fly again. Next, and last but not least, is Cartoon Universe. Bro, I saw your video first. You were the first video I saw talking about this, where I was like, huh? What are you talking about? Is this like a joke or something? But no, it's real, man. And I feel for you, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. And yeah, guys, that's all there is to this video. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you next time, you know? See you next time. Yeah. Bye.